What's going on, LEGO fans? Welcome back. Alex here. In this video, we'll be reviewing the changes made to the residential area at the far end of the city of Minneapolis over here. All these changes done because in my last video, I bought the Vestas wind turbine, and fitting that thing in here was kind of a pain, but that is where we found a good spot for it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the changes. The residential area begins right here at the very edge of the amusement park, and honestly, I wanted to get these houses away from the amusement park because obviously it's noisy. They're right next door to this very noisy white roller coaster, but all the combinations I was trying just didn't quite work out. So I kept all the houses along the row back here, and then I also have the school there at the end. I did redo all of the sidewalk. You'll notice all throughout this area, new sidewalks have been done to help people get from point A to point B with relative ease. I moved all of the these white picket fences forward, so they're bigger front yards, and it just looks a little bit more realistic to a neighborhood, with the exception, of course, with this massive amusement park in their backyard. Going across from that, we'll continue on the back part here. We still have the end of line airport shuttle station, which is of course right next to this wind turbine. And we have a little bit of a parking area there for the wind turbine maintenance crew. I did move the temple across the street. It actually used to be right here in this commercial area, so it is closer to those homes, which I thought was a little bit more appropriate for its position. Across the street, though, now this is the new commercial area. Try to make as much space available for parking. So this is the parking lot, and you'll notice that yes, the IKEA is no longer in this area. I did have to sacrifice the IKEA, not completely. I just moved it to another location, but it is no longer in this space. There's always something you have to sacrifice, and to get this wind turbine there, the IKEA had to move. But nonetheless, we still have a pretty good little shopping center here. We have this little green courthouse, the little movie theater right here, which are part of that city plan set. The Octane gas station was part of that trio, but that's on the other side of the city. Definitely want to keep the Quickie Mart here. I just like the looks of this thing, and sometimes it's often hard to get that to fit in there because it is quite a large set, but we made it work there just barely. Just behind the Quickie Mart, we have this old-fashioned styled police station, as well as the emergency treatment center. I almost got rid of these, but I just like holding on to these very older, nostalgic kind of feeling sets. These have been in my city for quite a long time, years if not decades, especially that emergency treatment center. This is a very old set. I just like having it in the city. I also have the old, this is a mock, I call it the community church there. Definitely want to keep this in there. I like how it looks. It kind of brings a lot of character, I think, to the city, in particular in this area here. So definitely held on to that. And of course, if we follow the train tracks to the very end, we still have this doubled up red train station, which is a way for people to get away from the downtown area to this if you want to get to, of course, the soccer field. The soccer field has often been very close to being removed from the city, but I always want to have a sporting venue in the city. I'm not a huge soccer fan or football fan if you're out in Europe, but this is, I don't know, it's the closest thing I have to having a sports team in my city. So I definitely did want to keep that, even though it is a pretty quiet corner here to keep it in. There's not really a lot of accommodations around it. It's just the small fence around, but we still have the main entrance here for people to get in with their tickets. And I kind of thought this was going to be a parking lot, but I thought, there's going to be people coming out, the back of this train station right here, and I didn't want to have a bunch of cars there. So the idea is that it's going to be more of a valet parking, and they can take your car in this back parking lot here and stuff it in there until you're ready to leave the venue. One last thing to show here was this gas station. Gas stations usually are at the bottom of the list for keeping things, even though they are absolutely necessary at the moment. But I was really trying to keep the gas station in here as much as possible. Now, this old Shell station, I think I got this in like 2001, 2002, really is flexible with where you can put it. I just kind of took this corner, which was didn't have anything, and just put a lot of these light gray tiles in here to make that work out. And I did keep the little select store there, and I guess you could get through to the other side there if you want to get past that stinky dumpster. But one thing I couldn't keep in here was the car wash. The car wash is a little too big and awkward to fit, so this is your Shell station that is servicing this residential area. Now, the residential area, while it did get a pretty decent facelift, it's not the only spot to get a small change. Let's go over here to the lake, which I guess I'm going to have to call Ninjago Lake because, well, it's got the Ninjago docks there, and just above it, Ninjago City. So I think it's just going to have to be called Ninjago Lake, guys. So we'll go with that. But very excited. I got this for a small Christmas present from my wife. She surprised me and got me this people pack, the Outdoor Adventure people pack. And I was very excited to get this because usually sets like this I don't buy myself. So she got this for me, and of course, it being the outdoor pack, I scattered them all around the lake. Before I reveal where I placed all of those people, I just want to pull your attention over to this particular side of the lake. In recent videos, the water actually did go all the way over to the side of this bridge. I decided to take that out, add some more real estate for people to camp, and that made this part of the lake look more like a straight-on river. And this is the full body right here. Okay, we're going to see if I can remember where I put everybody because it was a couple of days ago, but I can definitely see here on the beach we have this gentleman with the selfie stick taking a picture of himself with, I assume that's his wife and perhaps grown-up daughter. We also got a mountain climber, so there's the mountain climber right there climbing up the rocks right next to the waterfall. Don't really have anywhere else to put a mountain climber. That's really the only place that I have rocks, actually. Over here to the entrance of the lake, we have this extreme mountain bike lady here. I guess I could find a better spot for her, but that was the easiest spot to put her with how my back was feeling at the time. We also have a photographer who I think is trying to find the eagle that came with this set, but she's not going to find it on this side. She's going to be taking some pictures of the beach for right now. And I think just on the other side, we have there we go. We have the rafters with their blue helmets there. They came with the people pack. And yeah, I'm reaching over here, guys. That tent came with it. And you have this family, this grandmother there, a granddaughter, and this family. I think it came with 14 people. If you count that baby that dad has, I guess that's 14 and a half. But it's pretty cool. You get a little baby with it too. On the other side of the bridge, we can kind of see that this is more of a campground. It's really unfortunate. I love this bridge, first of all. I cannot just get rid of this bridge. I think it's very iconic. It's very identifying to my city. But if you think about it, if this wasn't here, I think this would look much better as a campground. But, it's kind of the best I got for now until I can get some more space, which isn't likely in the near future. But anyway, going back here, let's go ahead and find some more of those people pack people. I got this kid here. Looks kind of like a scout. He's cooking some eggs there. Who else is? Oh yeah, here we go. We have there's the eagle that came with it. Yeah, it should be soaring a little bit higher, but that's really the only object I could find it to get it attached to. So the eagle is right next to the bridge right there. I did pick up this camper set, this fifth wheel camper. I just put it together in the mail today, in fact. So that's a nice new addition to the campground there as well. And I think, man, I don't know, I'm probably forgetting someone, but you guys, I'm sure will let me know in the comments section if I am. And while I'm back here, why don't I show you some other, because I did modify this. I continued the lake, not the lake, but the river to keep going this way, and try to use these brown tiles to make it look like that's a bridge crossing the water there. So that's the best I could really come up with. So as trains go by, and obviously with trains going by and the monorail and this bridge, obviously it's a very serene place to live with these beach houses, but that's that's what they're going to have to deal with for now. I almost forgot, as campers are leaving or coming into the campground, they come through this road here, and there's this fun little sign that comes with it. You have the Lego City there going right, and then you have Mount Clutchmore. I guess I don't really have a massive mountain. I guess the closest thing I have to Mount Clutchmore is that rock face wall there with the waterfall coming down it. I just spotted a guy I forgot from the people pack. It's the hiker right here with his little hiking sticks walking along the side of the lake. So I think now we have everybody from that people pack. That is going to wrap it up for the updates to Ninjago Lake, as well as the much needed changes to the residential area. Hope you guys enjoyed that. This will definitely be the last video I make of this year. In a couple days, I should have a new video, hopefully, because the new modular is coming out, which is Corner Garage. I'm not special enough to get one before the release date, so I got to wait just like everybody else. But that is just fine. I will pick it up and do my build, review, and placing of it in the next video, which will be in just a couple days time. So definitely look forward to that. Until then, you guys enjoy your day and Happy New Year, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.